Hello everyone, this is a quick video of going over the second project that we're going to be working on. So the second project is going to be a pattern clock face design. So in this project what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing designing a clock face, and then you're going to send those files to me, and then I'm going to use my laser cutter to cut these the piece of wood, and then I'm going to put it in a box, and then you're going to pick it up at the school. Then you're gonna paint them, you're gonna glue them together and to create a functional working analog clock. So I will be providing the materials, which is particle boards and the clock movement kits. I have a lot left over just lying around, so you should be able to just utilize those. And as you can see, this project is all about implementing your understanding of your skills that you obtained throughout this class. At the same time, the knowledge in design and principle, which I think we have gone through unity, balance, and color and repetition. So in this project, repetition will be the strongest emphasis. But at the same time, think about how negative and positive space is working in a relationship. So in this case, she's creating this letter cutting thing, and then she has another layer behind, and then she has this kind of a darker shade of pink showing through. So she's just using this negative shape to create really interesting three-dimensional design. And also she's introducing the sense of depth in here as well. And I think this is one of the cooler examples as well. So if you look at if you take a look at inside there, there's a really cool negative space going around. And this person, he didn't use much of a negative space, but I think this was just cool design. So he was inspired by the ancient South American theme kind of thing. And she was all about like a honeycomb, like bee theme got going on. So laser cutting these things, these was a lot of work, but still she managed to, pull this off. And he was a little bit more about like a geometric kind of thing. So I don't think he had like a particular theme, but he just wanted to try and push the limit of the laser cutter. So he included this kind of a additional at the end, and I think it was just kind of so different than these, so I felt like including these as well. And also you are going to have to design the clock legs as well. So yeah, so let's just talk about this. So objective is to develop a visual and conceptual theme. So before you get started, just think about what you want to be talking about. So in this case, she's using this floral pattern to it, and here is obviously music, again, ancient South American bee. So it can be any kind of a theme that you want, but I would suggest that choosing a theme that is that has your interest and something that you're passionate about. And learn variety ways of creating repetition. So I will be having a demo video on right over here on just quick demo on how to create a repetition, radial repetition. And then second, understand how digital technology can be used to create tangible objects. So in this case, we're going to be using laser cutter, and then I'll shoot a video at my studio on how laser cutter works. So I'll be posting that in the future. And learn how to laser cutter can be utilized to digital design, same thing, and learn how to use color in design. So I think this this week we were talking about color. So think about how you're going to include your color, and then make a conscious choice of your color choices. So let's talk about requirements. So like I said, I will be providing required materials for this project. So that'll be particle board and clock movement kits. And students, you must visit the school one day, make an appointment with the John Hoffman, and then you're gonna pick those up. And you must have at least 5 layers of different pattern design. So in this case, this darker green is 1, and this bluish green is 2. This sky blue is 3, deep blue is 4, I think pink was 5, and things like that. So, but don't go over more than 7 or 8, because the clock movement kit is not long enough to obtain more than 7 layers. So be aware of that. And you must have at least 5 layers of different pattern design, interacting with other layers to create interesting positive and negative shapes at the same time, highlighting your theme and concept. Of course, must be colored to match with your theme. So you can either spray paint or get like acrylic paint and then paint one by one with your brush. I think she used the brush to paint all this, and she used like I think she did the spray paint, and she did a great job. And I think he did the spray paint as well. But this particular material that we were working on, it absorbs a lot of paint. So if you're gonna buy a new paint to do this, always buy like an extra, because if you try to paint it and instead particle board is just gonna absorb everything and it's gonna end up looking like brown. So you're gonna have to put at least like 5 coats to get like a vibrant color like this. I think he spray painted as well. I think spray painting is just easier. And then after you spray paint it, and then you're gonna glue them together. So you can either use super glue or wood glue. I suggest that using a wood glue or Gorilla Glue. Wood glue might be too slow setting. Use something that is industrial level. Don't use like an Elmer's glue or anything like that. I mean, Elmer's make like an industry level glue. So use like a fast drying glue. So wood glue might be too slow. But use a quality glue, and watch out for glue just zipping out of the edge. So, and then must be put together and functional. Like I said, the clock movement kit, you just have a hole here, and then you just push the clock movement kit from the behind, and then you're good to go. But you are going to have to think about the clock handles as well. So yeah, so that is it. And another thing that you must watch out for is don't make anything too thin. So for instance, let's take a look at this guys right here. If you take a look, you see that he's got like a really thin elements here and there, right? That is going to be really hard to cut with the laser cutter. So do not make anything too thin. This was pushing its limit as well, but still, yeah, she had like a different. It was a hexagon shape, so it was a lot easier. And this honey drip pattern right here, it was really difficult to laser cut that. So don't cut it something too thin. Don't create something too thin. And another thing that I want to mention is that a laser cutter also can etch on the surface. So this person just used this etching function of the laser cutter to create this kind of pattern. So this is another thing that you can do as well. And yeah, so that is it. So these are just student example, and then if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you.